to suffer like this. I just hope that one day you might learn to forgive me.
Whoa. Oh no.
Severin? Good morning. Well, more like good afternoon, I guess. Were you taking a nap? That's just like... Severin, what's wrong?
You can't breathe. Oh my gosh.
Severin, answer me. What's wrong?
Your hands are shaking. Your stomach is killing you. The whole universe is closing in on you. You're back to the start. You're back here. You're back here, 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 and your journey was over and you're back here. Your journey was over, wasn't it? You won, didn't you? You all survived, right? And yet you try breathing in, but you can't breathe. You can't breathe.
Severin!
Mira.
Oh, Severin, you finally answered. What's wrong? What happened? Did you have a nightmare?
Oh. Yes, that's exactly it.
Oh no, it must have been a horrible nightmare. But you're awake now. Do you want to talk about it?
I was crying.
Crying? Why?
Because I was making onion quiche.
Why would making onion quiche make you...
I was cutting a lot of onions.
Severin! Severin, you crab! I can't believe I was worried.
You laugh in a very convincing way.
Humph.
I'm glad at least your nightmare wasn't bad, but...
Okay, well, I'll be waiting in the village, alright? Come talk to me later.
With Mirabel gone, your smile drops. You're... back. Why are you back? You beat the king, didn't you? Did something go wrong? It was the end of your journey, and yet you... The head housemaiden. She said something about the world being rotten. You should go see Loop. They're the only one you can talk to. They might know what's going on. Oh my gosh. That was fucking terrifying. Seeing her like crying like that. Oh, and with this nice happy music.
Severin, you're up. I'm sorry I woke you up earlier. I know you joked about it, but are you feeling better now? I'm worried.
Well, this is new. Yes, don't worry about me.
Okay, but...
You really have to talk to Loop right now. I have things to do. I'll talk to you later.
Huh? Severin, please wait.
What now?
Well, I know you're busy, but...
Please help me tell everyone about the sleepover.
Can you come talk to me later? So we can talk? I'll wait in front of the library. Please?
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Go do your thing and come back, okay? I'll be waiting.
Interesting. You can't talk to anyone right now. You have to ask Loop what they think. Oh shit, it's like forcing me. You ran here to talk to Loop, to try and figure out what to do, but you can't look at them right now. You can't.
So?
I beat the king.
You did? Oh, stars above, I'm so proud of you. You did it. You succeeded. You...
And yet I'm still here.
Yes, indeed you are.
They don't seem surprised. They don't seem surprised at all, do they? Did you know this would happen?
I had a feeling, yes. But it felt cruel to tell you, so I didn't. You looked so happy and innocent and stupid. I just didn't have the heart to tell you. I just didn't have the heart to tell you. I knew from the start that the loops wouldn't end after defeating the king.
Why not?
I don't know why it didn't end with beating the king. I just knew it wouldn't.
I never thought about the reason why I got this power. I just thought it was to beat the king. That change god, someone, anyone, gave me this power to beat him. But if beating him made me loop back anyway, I don't know what to do now.
So, will you give up then? You're stuck in this loop, Stardust. Beating the king brought you back here. You don't know why, and you don't even know how you got this power. You don't even know if there's a way to escape. So, because there's no clear way to escape, will you give up?
Give up? No. You're fine, aren't you? Right now you're alive. Right now you can think. Right now your allies are still here. Right now you're not alone. There's no reason to give up now just because you're trapped. If you're trapped, you find a door and you open it. And you still have some doors to open, don't you? The head housemaiden seemed to know something was wrong, didn't she?
Ah, I guess she did. She said something about something being broken? Failing?
Did she mean the loops?
The loops breaking? That's possible. Maybe the loops were supposed to stop after beating the king, but something went wrong somehow.
That's something you can find out. You just need to talk to her again. Find out what she knows. And the king?
The king? What about him?
Something about his powers. He can freeze people's time, and I can rewind time.
Yes, both powers are related to time, aren't they? I don't think I've ever heard about anyone who can control time before.
Isn't that something to find out more about?
I suppose so.
Maybe I just need to ask him.
Ask the king? Well, sure, I suppose that might work. Talking to the king himself, I do wonder what he'd have to say. It's worth trying. And Stardust, I know you're not interested in talking to your party about the loops. If so, you'll have to make sure to act so they don't find out anything is wrong. Oh, and you already failed this loop by making your housemaiden worried about you.
That's true. With the way you woke up, she's probably worried about you even now.
She said she wanted to talk to you, didn't she? You should talk to her with this loop, see what that's all about. Add this to your brain list of things to do.
That's quite a few things on it already. Find out more about the king and his powers to see if they're related to yours. Talk to the head housemaiden to see if she knows more about the loops. Talk to Mirabel about this loop, see what's wrong. Might as well talk to everyone else after, too. But see, as long as you have paths you can follow, questions to answer, goals to strive for, you'll be fine. You're fine. But why is Loop helping you? They appeared after you looped for the first time and said they were here to help. And they knew about the loops, knew this whole time beating the king wouldn't help. And they picked that name, didn't they? Loop? Aren't they related to the loops too? Loop. Are you really here to help me?
Stardust? Yes. If you can believe anything, believe that. I asked to be here, so I could help you.
Why? Are you stuck here too, just because you're helping me?
I reiterate, Stardust. I asked to be here. Don't worry about me. Being here is surprisingly restful. I'm here to help you in any way I can, and I mean it.
If they're offering their help, it'd be stupid not to take it, isn't it? To answer your question, though. No, Loop. I won't give up. It's too early to give up.
I'm very glad to hear that, Stardust. Please don't give up. If the loop started, they can end. It's just basic logic, and I can guarantee you that you won't be stuck here forever. It's a loop guarantee. And as always, you can count on me to help you. If you need a refresher or help figuring out where to go, I'll be here. I'm here to help, Stardust.
You smile. No. Thank you, Loop.
Oh my, genuine thanks. Gross. It's my pleasure, Stardust. In the meantime, how can I help you on this wonderful new loop, Stardust?
What should I do next?
You're doing so many different things. What do you need help with?
You need help on how to find more about the loops. About the loops. What should I do now?
Find out more about the loops. You could try and talk to the king, couldn't you? You and the king seem to share some kind of control over time. It might be worth it to ask him questions about it. And you wanted to go and talk to the head housemaiden too, so you could go to the king and talk to him and beat him to find the head housemaiden.
Let's talk about something.
Sure. What do you want to talk about? No, my turn. So, I'm sure you must have questions about me at this point. Theories about who I am, might be, that sort of stuff. Am I correct?
I do.
Of course you do.
Oh, of course you do. Loop's just too mysterious. Suspicious from head to toe.
Of course you do. I'm just too mysterious, suspicious from head to toe. So, lay it on me. I'm so curious as to what you think. Who or what do you think I am?
You're... Huh. One of my allies.
One of your party members? Which one?
Isabel?
No.
I had a question about Mirabel's statue.
Huh? Oh, the Change God statue where you get the key knife? I didn't know your housemaiden made it. Explains why it looks so bad.
It's true, sadly.
I don't know much about the change belief, but maybe if you looked at a bunch of statues in the house, you might learn something about them.
At the end, Isabeau.
The thing he said he'd tell you at the end of your journey? He mentions he wants to tell you something, so when you go and sleep at the clock tower, that's probably it. But someone interrupted him, just as he was about to tell you. How unfortunate. If there was only a way to make sure he wouldn't get interrupted, maybe you'd finally get to hear what he has to say.
If you talked to Bonnie beforehand, maybe. Bonnie was looking at a book.
They were, weren't they? A book with a scary figurine on it. They acted very defensive when they saw you'd noticed. But who cares? Is it that important to find out?
Something about it worries you. Since Bonnie takes the book away before you can read it, you wonder if you can... Yeah, I know, I've seen that book somewhere else. Nah, nothing.
Okay, well, good luck, Stardust.
Loops waves you goodbye excitedly. You wave back. Oh, you don't awkwardly wave back. That's so sweet. Okay, well, we're back at it again. Here we go. Bam. Thank the Change God for its blessing and quickly run away. Okay, so we have... Yeah, we have a lot. Oh, we have no souvenirs, so we don't keep any of the souvenirs, so we need to find them all again. Dude, Severin at level 58 and then 45. Bro. That's awful. Mirabel is here, sitting on a bench and looking at papers. She wanted to talk to you, didn't she?
Oh, Severin. Sorry to bother you while you're so busy, but I really wanted to make sure you were okay. You'd tell me if anything was wrong, right?
I'm not sure you're telling me the truth here. I don't want to force you to do anything, but you have to know I want you to be happy. And I know this is a stressful moment for all of us, but the only way we can get through this is if we talk to each other, if we share our worries. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you need help with anything, if you need help with anything, I'm here for you. Okay, weird. Why is she telling you this? Ah, you know why she's asking you this. Poor Mirabel just can't say it, so you'll have to do it for her. Clearly what's happening is, do you need help with something?
No, that's not why I'm... You can be such an oblivious person sometimes. Don't need help, not at all.
Okay, now that's a lie. Not even with those papers of yours. She's been looking at those for every loop you've been in. Clearly there's something wrong with them. You poke the papers to make your point.
No, not at all. Do not look at the papers. The papers are irrelevant, and do not look at them, Severin. I see you looking at them.
You arch an eyebrow, smiling.
All right, yes. The papers are giving me a lot of trouble, and I hate them. But I'm only looking at them now to get worried it's something other than, tomorrow? They aren't that big of a deal. If I have to be worried, I'd rather be worried about the thing that won't kill me. There's even more in my dorm room in the house. Those stupid papers have been following me ever since before the king stuff even started.
There's more in her dorm room. The one on floor 3.
So, if we're done talking about my papers, if there's nothing I can do for you, Sifrin.
Nah, I'm good.
I'll see you later then.
If she needs help, maybe everyone else does too. You should ask everyone and see if you can help them with anything. Interesting. So, we have some more stuff to do. Can I help you with anything? Do I need help with anything? Are you this bored, Sifrin? Odile seems to realize you're genuinely asking. Oh, well. I'm looking for a certain type of book. A type of book, not a specific book? No, not a specific book. It's a type of book called a family tale. Have you heard of those? Nope. What is it? It's a book filled with the tales written by a single family through generations. I've always wanted to read one. But since each family has theirs, it's something you're supposed to keep in one family and not show others. I was never able to touch, let alone read one. But I've heard that when a family dies off, the family tale might be taken by houses, as a way to save those pieces of history. You'd like a family tale of a family that died off? Yes. You never knew she was interested in that. Family taleology? Of a sort. Oh! So, will you help me? Yeah, of course. Thank you, Sivrin. Okay, I was planning to look in Dormont's library, but I have to buy some supplies. And I want to look inside Dormont's house, but who knows if we'll have time to search, so... You should check the libraries at your disposal and see if you can find a family tale. So that makes Dormont's library, the houses, and the house's secret library at least. Better start looking. Can I help you with anything?
Help me? But I don't want your help. I don't want you to help me with anything.
Ah, you're still hated, huh? You don't?
I don't. You're stupid and you don't know me, so I don't want you to help me.
I don't know you?
You really don't. Not even a little bit. You don't even know my 3 favorite foods, stupid.
You're right. That's a crime.
Yes, it is. Wait, you're making fun of me. See, that's also why I don't want to talk to you. Just go away.
So mean. But Bonnie looks sad still. Okay, this is silly, but what if you could prove you do know their favorite food? Any family tales?
Family tales?
Why would you even want to look at one? Aren't you from outside Vogard? Well, either way, we don't. We don't carry those here. I'm not sure where you'd need to look for one, but I feel like I've seen one recently. It's weird. Either way, the library and the house might help. Isabeau's here, looking towards the house. Hi again, Siv. You looked like you were in a hurry earlier, so I left you alone, but is everything okay? You smile and nod. Sure, I'll believe you. What's up? Can I help you with anything? Do I need help with anything? Well, maybe, kind of, but... He seems serious. Does he have a big problem he needs help with? You steel yourself. Okay, well, I'd rather you ask everyone else if they need help first. Mine might take some time. Must be really important to him. So serious. So, yeah. Make sure to help everyone and do whatever you need to do first. Okay, let me know if you need anything, okay? Interesting, so I need to do Mirabel's papers. I need to find the book for... whoever. So should I loop at this point? Maybe I should help them first before I try to... Let's loop. I'm gonna loop. Very big plants. You pick up the tonics. You got 2 super sour tonics. 1 sweet tonic. I feel like that's different. While passing through, you take a deep breath and... Wah! Don't poke my sides, Siv. I'm ticklish. Oh, that's wonderful information to have. You feel lightheaded. That made me feel all giddy inside. Yes, okay, this is the library. Got it. Wow, a secret passage. Nice one, but you're the one who found it, buddy. You wink. Isabeau, don't let the wink distract you. Crap, wait! You've already moved on. You look through the titles, mumbling each one under your breath. Lost Inland, The History of Pepper, What to Do When You're Sad and There's No Chocolate Around. Ah, here, at the very bottom. Paperossi? Where? What now? Who checked it out? Someone called Charles Choquette?
Does he have a book you want, Madame Odile?
So he has it. They sold croissants, if you remember correctly. Yeah. Well, I'll have to check it after we beat the king, so before I go away... What? What are we talking about? What about you, Sifrin? You were looking around. Did you find a book you were looking for? A book? Are you both looking for a book? I was, but it's fine.
Hey, are you ignoring us? What's happening? Is this another secret quest?
If you say it's fine, then it is. Let's get going, everyone. You should go back to Dormont and let Odile know. The bookcase is filled with books about something called colors. You need any help you can get. You pick one at random. Color theory, what it means for us and our past. Looks boring and dense.
Oh yes, color theory. Are you interested, Sifrin?
You shrug. What's a color?
Zad doesn't know what a color is.
I really don't. Tell me.
It's like weird shades. I learned it at school, but it wasn't very interesting, so I crafted a drawing on my table instead.
They are weird shades, yes. This is a relatively new discovery, so I'm not surprised you haven't heard, Isabeau. But a very long time ago, we could apparently see shades called colors.
Yeah, they had a shade called blue, and that's the sky's real shade, and one named Grin, and that's what the grass looked like.
I think the world around us still are those colors, but we just, forgot how to see them. Or so researchers say. I think the house over in Corbeau was researching it.
That's such big news. How did I not know this? I failed you all. No, don't worry. We don't usually count on you to know things. Oh, yeah, that's true. Colors. Shades people can't see anymore. It seems silly, but somehow this knowledge feels familiar to you. Interesting. They were able to see colors once? This knowledge feels familiar to you. That's the thing. Like what? Like why? I don't think there's anything else here. Oh, I didn't save. I'll be fine. Yeah, good job, Bonnie. Odile is looking at you. Never mind. Leave me alone. I'm reading. What the fuck? Odile is getting really... She's getting really, concerned about the situation. Like, the more and more that we just end up doing random shit, she's so concerned. Oh, you open the drawer. There's some pens, a brooch, anti-anxiety and some papers. Each paper seems to be a file about a different person. Each has a picture of someone, their name, and what seems to be their answers to questions like, where do you imagine yourself in 10 years, and do you want kids? What are those papers? She must have been looking at similar papers in Dormont. Is she choosing one person to do something? Either way, this seems to be what Mirabel is worried about. You should talk to her about it. Wow, she's on anti-meds? Interesting. Well, not anti-meds. I think that was all I really needed to do besides the Bonnie thing. Oh, there was that book. Oh shit, where was that book supposed to be? I think that book was actually... in the first floor. There's the book. Yes. One of them has a very striking... Yep. Wait, isn't this the book that Bonnie was looking at on the 3rd floor? They were very defensive about it. You look at the back. Life to Ashes, Death Rituals from Around the World. Why would Bonnie be looking at this?
Wow.
Odile. What about your family tale? Odile, you look rested. Anyway, how can I help you? Can I help you with anything? Do I need help with anything? Are you this bored? I'm looking for a certain type of book. No, not a specific book. It's a type of book called a family tale. Have you heard of those? I've heard the Boulangerie has one of those. What? 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 Huh? Really? You look at her repeat the same words over and over. Sifrin, will you come with me? To ask them if I can borrow it. It might take some time, so make sure you have time to help me. I have time now. Thank you. Let's go then.
Yay, we're hanging out. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Hello.
Hello. We've heard you may have a family tale. A family tale? Of a family called Paparas. Paparas? Paparas? If you'd be okay with it, I'd like to borrow it for a little bit. Ah, the one I borrowed from my girl before the house froze. I'm not a very good writer, so I figured reading another one would give me some inspiration for stories to tell my little girl. Do you have it still? I do not. What? In the house with no flowers, asked if he could borrow it. They knew the... I couldn't really refuse. Well, that sucks. Do you know if he still has it now? I don't see why they wouldn't. I have a sudden bad feeling about this. The house to the east of the village with no flowers, huh? Looks like we should go pay them a visit. What do you mean you have a bad... Why is this bad? Why is this bad? Everything's fine. Everything is A-okay. Oh, hello. Antoine? 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 I don't know how to say her name. That sure is me. And you're two of the saviors, aren't you? Thank you for all you're doing. Best of luck for tomorrow. Thank you. We had a favor to ask. Could we borrow the family tale you possess? For an hour, maybe? Oh. I know this means a lot to you, so... Oh, no, that's not the problem. I'd be happy to lend it to you, but... Well... I think one of the kids next door stole it from me. What? Oh, I'm not saying they're bad kids. They're very nice kids, very nice. They just... Well, you know, the 3 kids outside? A few weeks ago, they passed by me to help cook some things, and well, the book is gone now. So, sounds like we should talk to those kids. Odile is not having it. We'll get that book, Odile. Let's just go, alright? Yo. Kids.
Adults? What do you want?
Sifrin, you handle this. Why you? Why me? You're closer to being a kid than I am. Good luck. Do you know about family tales?
Yeah. What kind of adult doesn't know about family tales? Are you stupid?
Man, and you can't ask adults if they're stupid.
Can I? Look at them. They're short and their hair looks unbrushed. And they look like they haven't slept in weeks. That hat definitely looks stupid and not cool.
Sifrin, the kid is destroying you. Do something. On principle, you don't get into fights with kids. What to say? Anyway, do you know about the Paparas family tale?
Man, and I think he's asking...
Shut up, I got this.
Which is a lot.
What if we do?
We'd like to borrow it.
Trade.
A trade!
We have something you do not. Knowledge. Offer us something in exchange.
I have a silver coin.
2 silver coins.
You sadly show the single coin you have in your possession.
What kind of adult only has 1 coin? Are you broke? Denied.
Ugh. Here, have 5.
10.
4, and I won't tell your guardians that you stole a book.
Yeah, okay, deal. So I...
Mana doesn't have the book anymore.
Oh my gosh. What?
Listen, Charlene was being really annoying about wanting it, so I gave it to her so she'd stop crying, okay?
Who's Charlene?
Charlene Coquette?
The what? You can't help but laugh.
Look at the old lady's face.
Saffron. We are going. Oh my gosh. Wild goose chase, oh my gosh.
Hi.
Hello.
Wah.
Hey, please do not scare my daughter, madame. Hi.
Hi.
We've heard you got a cool book.
A book? Oh, yes, from Manon. Manon is so nice. She gave me the book with the nice stories. Dad was reading it, and now it's mine, and I can read it all by myself. But it's boring. I want another book, Papa.
Wait, which book are you talking about, Charlene?
This one.
She shows you. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. It's fine. You both found a nice, silent place to talk. Oh, wow. I can't believe this took this long, but finally. Odile looks at the closed family tale book intently. Aren't you gonna read it? They said I could keep it until I have to leave Dormont, so I have time, but... She's still looking at it. The family tale book he spent so much time trying to find. It seems important to her, but why? Is it related in your research? Sorry, what? The book. Is it related to your research? Well, I suppose I've kept it secret long enough. Don't tell Isabeau, all right? There is no research. I'm not researching anything. Huh? I'm sorry for not saying anything. Isabeau said I must be researching something since I was a traveler up here in Vogard, and it felt easier to not say anything. So then, why did I leave Kaboo? Travel for years, all to find myself in Vogard, if not for some intellectual pursuit? Well, I'm actually here in Vogard to find out more about myself. I suppose it's not very apparent to you, but my mother was Vogardian. Oh. I've lived my whole life in Kaboo. My father was Kabooan and my mother Vogardian. I have no idea how they met. He never told me, but all I know is that she wanted a child. Oh, she never wanted a child. She left very early in my childhood, and I never saw her again. Good riddance, if you ask me, but she left, and she didn't leave anything behind. No pictures, no letter, no family history. But what does it matter, right? My father was a good man, and Kaboo was my home. I used to think I didn't need to know about my history, about Vogard. But still, a part of me was curious. One day, a few years ago, a Vogardian merchant showed me her wares, and this book that she wouldn't let go of. A book of tales, written by her whole family. A family tale. She explained family tales to me, generations of Vogardian parents writing stories for their children, writing them down in a book. So you'd end up with stories written by an entire lineage. And she was explaining the way the book was written, the rules of this particular way of telling stories, how friendly families shared their stories with each other. And while she was explaining all this to me, she suddenly stopped. And I was surprised to find out she stopped because I was crying. I didn't even realize it. Because I wanted this. This connection that she had to a history that was also supposed to be mine. But it was stolen from me because my mother left. And I'd never have a link to this culture, ever. Unless I went there. So this is why. So I traveled to Vogard, and, well, the king took over shortly after I arrived, which did make things more difficult. But during my travels with you all, I got to know many Vergardians, and seeing Vergardian cities, I got to learn more about the country, its culture, its faith, its people. And I look, and I learn, and this is the country that my mother came from. It's half of me, but still, even now that I'm here in Vogard, I feel no connection to it whatsoever. I don't recognize myself here. Isn't that strange? Half of me should be from here, isn't it? Shouldn't I see something of myself here in the place that my mother came from? Shouldn't it be like looking in a mirror? Like a revelation? Shouldn't I see how Vogardian people act and how they think and be able to say, "Ah, so this is why I'm like this"? Shouldn't I be able to call this place mine? But I can't. And it feels awful, like my roots have been cut off without my consent, like my mother stole it from me, like I really don't belong anywhere. But this is why I'm here, still, to know as much as I can about this country, and in the meantime, find out if it'll make me find out more about myself. And I did find out more about myself during this journey, so I'm glad. It is an interesting question, is it not? How much do you carry of your own country, of a culture that should have been yours but wasn't? It may not seem so to you, but to Kaboo, my features are foreign. Just small things. My hair being slightly too thick, my brows too thin, enough for me to look different here. I am other. So, what about Vogardians? Wouldn't they see me as one of theirs? Would I find myself in them? After coming here, I found that, no, of course not. Why would I? I've never been here before this journey, but at the same time, I am not the only one who is other. In fact, Vogard is filled with people who also come from other lands. Vogard welcomes people from all over the world, after all. So even if I did not find someone like me, I have found Vogard to be full of people that are similar to me, and I am very grateful for that. Odile is half Vogardian. You never knew. She traveled halfway across the world to find out more about herself, trying to see if she'd find herself in a country she has no memory of. What about you, Siffrin? Are you finding out more about yourself in Vogard? What do you mean? Well, you didn't grow up in Vogard either, right? Do you have roots here? Or were you just passing through? My apologies. Forgot I asked. I didn't say anything. You didn't need to. Your face said it all. Just because I'm telling you my personal facts about myself doesn't mean you need to tell me anything in return. It was wrong of me to ask. We can forget about it. She goes back to looking at the Family Tales cover. She'd probably be fine leaving it here, just bearing her story to you and nothing else, but you... I don't remember much about where I'm from. Odile turns to look at you. Huh? Were you too small when you left, or was it because there was nothing worth remembering? Everything was worth remembering. Neither. But I can relate to you. Trying to find pieces of yourself wherever you can. Trying to find where you belong. Trying to find how your roots might have shaped you. Which parts of you created and which parts already were. But you know you're not only made from where you're from, right? If that was the case, everyone in Kaboo would be the exact same, and everyone in Vogard would be the exact same. Where you're from matters, yes, but it's not the only thing that makes you, you. That's what I realized during this journey, Siffrin. I'm Kabooan and Vogardian, in ways I do and don't realize. And I am also myself. One might say that's more important than being Kabooan and Vogardian, wouldn't you agree? I do. That's interesting. I feel so much lighter now. Because you found a family tale? Yes, and also because we talked, Sifrin. Thank you for listening to me, Sifrin. You blush and nod.
Aww.
Now get out of here. I have a family tale to read before we all meet for our sleepover. We'll talk later. Go have fun.
Aww.
You got a memory of secret quest. You'll always remember this.
When equipped, Memory of Secret Quest books boosts all of your research stats by 30. Wow.
Craft break.
Your researcher also learned the skill Craft Break A. Craft Break A is amazingly strong. When used, it makes an enemy weaker to all craft types for a few turns. It's so strong, you'll only be able to use it when your researcher have had this exact conversation. So if you loop back to Dormont, you'll have to talk to her all over again. Remember that, okay?
Whoa. 30 to all stats. Oh my gosh. That's Oh! Oh fuck. Oh, this is different. This is not working. You don't feel like going to the Change God statue is actually doing anything. Are you doing it wrong? Maybe you're not putting enough into it. So instead, maybe you should look at all the statues, looking at each of them carefully. This one. You tap the one you like the most on its head and breathe. You breathe in and out. Crouching down, you whisper to the statue and ask for protection. You want you and your allies to be protected, to survive. It's what you want. You actually feel a little stronger. Barely hurts. Oh shit. What? Weird. You nod at the statue and turn back. Interesting. She sings softly, her mind elsewhere. Oh hi, you're one of the saviors. Blah 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 blah. She can't remember her sister's name, but isn't that because her sister went to... Oh, that's why. Interesting. She can't remember them because they went to whatever place it was that got lost in time. Honestly, it really seems like Vogard is the one that was lost. You know what I mean? Like, from what I've been seeing, like, that's what it seems like to me. Mirabel is here, sitting on a bench and looking at papers.
Hi, Sifrin. Do you need anything?
So, which one will you choose?
Sorry?
You point at her pile of papers.
What? What? How? What do you know? Answer me.
She has her hand on her... Whoa. You're choosing someone for something, right? It seems important. Maybe I can help.
I suppose you must have more experience than I do. All right. I would like your help if you'll give it.
What the fuck was that? Experience? Sure.
Thank you, Sifrin. But, this might take some time, so, make sure you have time?
I have time now.
Oh, okay. Okay, how to do this. Sit down next to me, maybe?
You sit down. Mirabel looks at you without saying a word. She looks worried. Maybe you should take the lead. So, what are those papers really?
Oh, bonding proposals.
Oh, bonding? Like when you promise to stay with someone forever. Is Mirabel looking for a partner?
No, wait, that's not exactly it. Please stop looking at me. It's more like, dating? Dating profiles. I'm not thinking about being bonded yet.
You didn't think Mirabel cared about that. You're still confused.
Alright, well, before this all started with the king, I decided I wanted to, try to date someone. So I asked a dating company, and they gave me a bunch of folders of people that I could meet and that I could date. But I haven't gone through with it yet. So I figured I could at least get that done today. Look through all of them. Make a list of people I could see myself dating. And I suppose I need help. I'm choosing someone I could spend the rest of my life with. So I'd appreciate another pair of eyes. Or, just the one eye. As long as it's not my two eyes looking at this. I also need a distraction from tomorrow very badly. So I figured I'd replace my anxiety about our possible defeat with, this.
Oh, choosing someone to date is a little out of your comfort zone, but you think you can try and find someone who would fit Mirabel? Maybe. Let's have a look then.
All right. I have a few profiles right here.
She removes an immense folder out of her dress pocket. Was she carrying it with her throughout your entire journey?
Here's a few of them. So, you can go first and tell me what you think. And I'll go after. Tell me what you think about him.
She shows you the file of a strong, buff-looking man. Is that Mirabel's type? We have one of those at home.
What? Do you mean Isabeau?
Ew, you're right. Is that worth an ew? Either way, sounds like masculine people aren't her type. Probably. Maybe she would like someone more feminine? Do you have someone more feminine looking? She looks through her files.
How about her?
She shows you the profile of a gentle-looking lady. She looks like you.
Ew, you're right.
Is that worth an ew? So, well, not into feminine people either, apparently. What kind of person are you into, then?
Oh, I don't have a type. I like all kinds of people equally.
But if you had to choose...
someone... nice?
You nod.
And someone... pretty?
You nod.
And someone who... likes me?
You don't nod. Myra.
No, wait. Let me think a bit more. I want someone who...
She thinks for an awfully long time.
Well, what about you then? What kind of person are you into, Sifrin?
Well, you think about how to answer this for an awfully long time, but then catch yourself. Wait, are you just gonna copy my answers?
No. Okay, fine. You got me, Sifrin. I'm not interested in that dating stuff.
Oh, that makes sense. But then, why? So then why worry about it?
You know, Sifrin, the change belief is very, very important to me. It's all around changing. Changing with a capital C. Bettering yourself. Becoming a better, different person. And one of the ways to change is to try new things, you know? That's part of the reason the house offers so many different classes. And so I'm trying new things. And some are fun and fulfilling and easy, but you can't just go and only try new, easy things, can you? Sometimes I have to try scary new things. Things that make me uncomfortable. Things I don't want to do at all.
Things she doesn't want to do? Like dating?
Yes, like dating. But you know, romantic love is one of the biggest ways to change. It's supposed to change you and bring you new experiences and so I have to do it, right? To be a good housemaiden, I have to do it. I have to date. I have to love someone in a romantic way. I have to do things with them. I have to bond with them, and I have to sleep with them and have children with them. I have to love them in this very specific way, and
you don't want to.
And I don't want to. I don't want to do it, Sifra, not at all. Dating, the idea of being in a romantic relationship, of being with someone like that, I hate thinking about it. I hate the idea of it. I really do. The idea of it alone is just awful for me to think about. I can't love someone like that in the way that I should love them. It never happened, and I don't think it ever will. And I need this to change, don't I?
Oh, stars, this is heavy. You're not sure what to say. Maybe, well, why do you need to change?
Because I have to, Sifrin. I'm a house maiden, and I love it, and I love helping people, getting to know them. I love learning new things, I love it all, but I have to change in that way too. I wish I could just not do it. Not be with someone that way. But Sifrin, there is such a pressure to force us to do that. And not only that, there's such an intense pressure to force us to change. We have yearly festivals all around showing yourself as a new person, for crap's sake. Most house maidens have completely changed at least once, and I haven't. Isabeau isn't even a house maiden, and he's changed, and I haven't. And I don't want to change. I'm happy with who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm comfortable with the idea of not being with anyone. I'm comfortable with staying the same forever. But we have to change and bring new things into our lives and change clothes and hairstyles and even part of our personalities to appeal to a deity that I don't know if they understand sometimes. I'd just like to stay the same.
Wow, I didn't realize that we were gonna go into religious trauma. Oh my gosh. This is crazy.
And now I have a list of people that I could meet so I could fall in love with them, which I can't do. And do things with them, which I never, ever want to do. Also, I can change. And it makes me feel like a mistake. That I must be broken for not being able to want these things. Because everyone else can.
Well, I don't know about the romantic part. But I don't want to do things with people either.
Huh? Why not?
It's weird, right?
Yes.
Mirabel takes hold of your hands. You jump a little, but she doesn't notice.
Yeah. It's just weird. And gross. It's awful.
Oh, that's why she was so weirded out by the bonding earrings. Oh, okay. I should have gotten that. Why didn't I get that earlier?
I don't want it at all. Oh, Sifrin, you mean it? You really mean it? You understand?
Yeah, of course.
What a relief. To have someone who understands this, at least. But it doesn't fix anything. I need to change. In dating, it's part of it, so...
Mirabel sighs.
Sifrin, I know you don't follow the change belief, but do you have something like this? Something that brings you joy and community and faith, but some other parts you don't know how to follow? Some other parts you don't know what to do with?
Oh, bro, this is hitting me in the fucking heart right now. This is actually really sad and is hitting me like, religious trauma,
Some other parts just bring you grief.
Something that brings you both joy and grief? You think about the stars. It's more complicated than that for me, but yeah, I have something like that. The stars, interesting.
So you do too. How do you deal with it then?
You don't. I just try not to think about things that bother me in general.
Avoidance, huh? That feels a little too cowardly for me.
Ouch.
I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say...
You laugh. You know she didn't mean it that way. Of course not. You didn't know Mirabel held those feelings towards the change belief. She always seemed so passionate about it. But the belief she loves so much is also the same belief that forces her into a box she doesn't want to be in. Why doesn't she leave it behind then? You suppose it's not that simple. Oh my gosh, this is so sad to me. I don't know anything about your belief, but you could always game the system, right?
Game the system?
Change things by deciding not to change. If everyone changes that way, then you'll change by not changing in that way. There's more than one way to become a better person, right?
Changing by deciding not to change? Sifrin, that's not how it works.
But no one needs to know.
Change myself by deciding not to change.
Sounds challenging and fun to me. Right now you mean it.
It does. It does sound challenging and fun. Oh.
Mirabel smiles at you brightly. You smile back.
Thank you, Sifrin. Thank you for talking with me. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at the time. You probably had other things to do, didn't you? Go. Don't let me keep you. I need to be alone for a little bit. I have a lot to think about. I'll see you later, okay?
You got a memory of faith. You'll always remember this.
When equipped, Memory of Faith boosts all of your housemaidens' stats by 30. Wow. Your housemaiden also learned the skill Holy Care Shield. Holy Care Shield is amazingly strong. When used, it creates a shield that makes everyone invulnerable to attacks for 1 turn. It's so strong, you'll be able to use it when you and your housemaiden have had this exact conversation. If you loop back to Dormont, you'll have to talk to her all over again. Remember that, okay?
You nod to Mirabel. You wave goodbye.